What is going on, ladies and gentlefolk? Welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Napoleon, and today we're going to be working on a GTR, something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I think my cam angle sensor is starting to go bad on the GTR, and I think it's time for me to actually either replace it or upgrade it. So in front of me, I'll show you what we have here. So I got these parts secondhand. They are really still good, but I do have a replacement for the cam angle sensor. I do have a crank angle sensor, and I do have the Ross pulley here, just for my benefit here. And I can't have anything done without having this done. So Sin Garage Mike over at Sin Garage sent me that. So I could use on these parts here. Hopefully everything works out good. But yeah, I think it should be pretty good. So I do have the GTR on the lift already. One of the things that I'm going to tell you right off the jump is that I have been having issues with the cam angle sensor. Not that I don't know if it's just because it's old, but all I do know is that it's been giving me some issues. So I'll come from a stop and start to make a move, and it'll start to sputter and not engage, and I'm not moving anywhere. So I do think that the cam angle sensor has something to do with it. If anything, I do have another OEM replacement TPS as well. I don't think I'm going to need that, but I do have that just in reserve. So what we're going to do is right off the jump, I'm going to drain the coolant. I'm going to get all this stuff off the front of the engine, and we're just going to continue on with our day here, because this stuff should not take me very long. One of the things that you will need, and is definitely a something that you're going to have to get. You're going to need a timing light. So when I first did this engine and pulled everything out, I didn't time this thing, and it's been running great, to be honest. For me not timing it or doing anything crazy, I didn't have any issues with the stuff that I had going on. The car ran fantastic for a very long time, like a year and a half or so. And like I said before, now that the cam angle sensor, I feel like, is starting to go, I do need to replace that. So we're just going to get right to work. We're going to pull like I said, pull all the front of this stuff off, put it up in the air. Like I said, it is already on the lift. So all I have to do is just put it up in the air and drain the coolant, get the hoses off, and pull everything out of the front. So yeah, let's just keep it rocking. Let's go. Okay, now that the radiator is out, we can actually start to get to the major parts here. So the cam angle sensor's got to come out, the crank pulley's got to come out. So yeah, I think it should be pretty simple. I think the crank pulley is like a 32 mil or something like that, and I think these couple should be pretty simple. Cam angle sensor should come out. We got to take this faceplate off too, and we can get to the back of here. So yeah, let's just get to it. I think that this has got to come out too. Yeah, all these like belts got to come off too. So yeah, let's just keep it moving. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so I have everything, not everything. I have the pulleys out here, and it's looking a lot better in here to work, but I got to get this crank pulley off. So I have to get my puller out, and I actually have to get this bad boy off because it is being a pain. But to get this bad boy out, it's really not that big of a deal. 3 screws here. And I have Allen screws in here for the faceplate. So I'm gonna get those off camera here, and I'm gonna get this crank pulley off because that's gonna take me a little bit, especially with the limited space I got here. So give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so I have everything torn off the front of this bad boy, and I have to say, I don't really know. All right, so I'm gonna show you something. So I'm looking at this piece here. Now this is the piece for the crank angle sensor, and the cherry goes like this or in the front. I don't exactly know what side it goes under, but you see there's 2 screws there. Well, 2 spots where screws are supposed to go. So I don't exactly know where they go. If you look down here, I really don't see where these bad boys go. So I'm kind of like somewhat stuck. Don't exactly know what to kind of do from here. I did make it this far, so I'm not gonna really go backwards. What I will do is I will put this bad boy on. Well, try to put this bad boy on. If I got to take the timing belt off, I will, but not a big deal. Not really too concerned about it. But the crank pulley, I'm kind of at a loss here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to see if there's a bracket that goes somewhere along these, because I'm sure there probably is. I just don't know exactly. I didn't get it when the guy sent it to me. I didn't exactly get it, so I don't exactly know what's going on. So I don't know if that's something that I can buy or whatever the case is. So give me a couple minutes here, and I'm gonna try to figure this out, and then we can kind of go from there. All right, 1 minute. All right, people, so I have all the information that I needed. Actually, this thing goes up underneath the car and faces out like this, so which is pretty cool. I didn't know that was the way it went, but yeah. So now what we have to do is start putting this bad boy back together. So what I did while I was off camera, because this was pretty simple to actually do this. I didn't even need to take the timing belt off. Took one up at a time. I wedged a couple screwdrivers in here just so that like this thing wasn't, the cam wasn't gonna move at all. And I took each one of these things off one at a time, and I put the cam trigger in. So yeah, so now all we got to do is start to put this bad boy back together. So it should be pretty simple. And yeah, like I don't even know what to even say, but this was, like I said, super easy. And yeah, I have everything that I actually need to actually put this bad boy back together. So I'm very excited, and yeah, so let's just keep it going. So let's go. right, people. So I do have this loosely installed here so I can actually set base timing. But I do need to go to the store because this wire here is going to be, it's just going to be dangling. And I have this, like, well, wherever it went. I put it somewhere. Oh, here it is. So I have this clip here, and it's just way too small to make it look good. So I'm going to have to go to the store real quick, actually get more of those. But in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this bottom one here. And hopefully, like, I have enough wire to actually make it. Yeah, I think I should be all right. I think I have, should have enough wire. So what I did was I had to take that off the electrical part because this piece here was like so exposed. Not that that's a super problem, but I just wanted to make it a nice and clean install and not have any issues. So I have this, like, what do you want to call this, like fabric tape. So I use that. So let me run to the store quick, and we can kind of get back to it after I come back. So yeah, just give me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentle folks. So I'm back from the Freight of Harbor over here, and there's two different styles here that I want to show you guys. I mean, obviously you guys you know, have been to Harbor Freight, but there is a nylon one. Let's see. Let's open this bad boy up. So there's like almost like it's hard nylon, or the tried and true. Oh, I can probably use this size here. Tried and true metal one. So I don't know exactly which one to use. I'm thinking about using this nylon one, to be honest with you, because it's nice plastic. You're not really gonna see the silver, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. So while I was away here, I'll show you the progress that we've made. So, I don't know, you'll be able to see this, my flashlight. It's not like it's super crazy, but you can see up here, I do have the bottom one mounted, and boy, oh boy, is it close. I'll tell you, I actually had to take this cherry bomb out and adjust it just a hair down. Not like they were touching or anything like that, but I didn't want any kind of interference there. But if I do have problems, I can actually make sure that, you know, I could take and put that up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So what else? Now I do have enough wire, so I snaked it back here, back behind the alternator, and the plug is right there, if you can kind of see it. So I do have enough room. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up putting these belts on, because these belts are just gonna get in my way. But one thing that I did notice here, and it's kind of upsetting, so I'm not really gonna finish this job today. But I want to show you this this fan here. See, look at this fan. It's cracked, mega cracked. So this fan has definitely seen better days here. And unfortunately, I don't want to run this thing because I don't want this thing to just blow and then I have a serious problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to not run this. I'm going to put everything back together because I'm pretty sure I can actually get, I think I can get everything together. It's just these two bolts here, two 10mm bolts. And then I could actually put the fan shroud back on inside the car and not have any issue. So I'm gonna just try to run this thing and try to see if I can't get this thing in time tonight before I actually stop and yeah, have to go inside or anything like that. Not like I have to. It's still kind of daylight. It's like 7:30 or so. So it's really not that late, but I definitely want to get this job done today, minus the shroud or the fan, because the fan itself, it just doesn't look good. So I think on the water pump, I'll put 1 or 2 bolts on the water pump itself, just so I have water pump pressure, and then I won't have to worry about it. But look at this one thing that I just now noticed. I don't know if it was me or well, it must have been me. But look at this. Doesn't this hurt your feelings? This hurts my feelings so bad, and it's deep. It's deep. Like, you can feel it with your fingernail. So I'm gonna have to get like some type of pen or something like that, or see if Volk actually make a touch-up pen or something like that, so I can actually get this taken care of, because that annoys me. That annoys me. So it's a small scratch, but it is what it is. But all right, let me let the car down and let's get back to work. All right, so something I just now noticed, this is my power steering belt, and now at max, like out, it still got slack. So I think that this is an underdrive pulley or overdrive. I don't know what the difference is, but it's definitely smaller than the OEM one. So I'm definitely gonna have to replace this. Too bad it's like 8 o'clock now, and I can't really replace it. Thankfully, it is the outside pulley, and won't have to worry about too much with it. So that's good. That's really good. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue on and try to get this bad boy taken care of, because now I'm kind of a little annoyed, but I'm trying not to let it bother me too much. So yeah, let me grab one of these things. I'm gonna just do it off camera. Grab one of these things, put it where it's got to go, and then yeah, I can finish up this project. So yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, so I have everything kind of loosely put on, just because I'm gonna take half of this stuff off anyway. Not gonna put any coolant in. I'm just gonna see like where I'm at as far as timing, and hopefully I can get a good accurate reading on what I got here and set base timing. So but yeah, it all comes down to the wiring here. So I did get this this kit from Sin Garage. So Mike over at Sin Garage, like I said before, sent this over to me, and it looks really, really good. So let's open this bad boy up. Ooh, let me tell you, it looks really, really, really good, honestly. I couldn't have did better myself, to be honest. But one of the things I did want to say is I have made these jumper wires before, but one of the main problems I have with making wires like this is that I don't want to mess anything up. So I just bought whatever I needed, and like I said, it does not disappoint. It looks really, really professionally made. Yeah, I can't wait. Like, it looks really, really good. So big ups to Mike at Sin Garage for sending this out to me. And yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna find a spot where I can actually mount this bad boy up and not have any issues. So since I do have the crank and cam sensor, their kit comes with both, and it goes to one. So like I said before, we're gonna find a spot, and yeah, we're gonna put this bad boy on, and hopefully it looks really decent. So I'm gonna just hide it away, tuck it away, because as you can tell, I did put the black nylon here, and I'm gonna run the wire back here behind the water pump, and kind of just hide everything so that you don't really see it. So yeah, give me 1 second. Let me figure this out. I'll let you know how it goes. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So this thing came out really good. So what I did was I just tucked it away behind the alternator and the water pump here. The wires go down. The signal for the crank angle sensor, the original crank angle sensor, I just have going down, and you're never gonna see it. Never gonna see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get base timing now. So I did buy a little cheap Harbor Freight, you know, like timing light. So hopefully it works. So I'm looking for, I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but hopefully everything works out good, and I won't have anything to be worried about. So let me get this timing light out. It's a little cheap jammy, and let me see if I can get it to work right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, folks, so a little bit of a disappointing ending to this video, but I will do some a little bit of research and get right back to you. So I know for a fact I need to change a couple things with my setting in my laptop. I have my laptop over here with my Haltech 2500 Elite, but all the videos and such that I've been looking at don't really point me in the absolute right direction. So I do know that I do have to set it to a multi-tooth, I think it's multi-tooth home with 2 Hall effect sensors. And I did that. I set it to 12 tooth because this is a 12 tooth crank pulley. I think that's really it. And then I download all my stuff to the ECU. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. All the research that I have done is pointing me in that direction, but I haven't really got any real results. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to figure out what I kind of need to do, what I'm doing wrong, if I'm doing anything wrong, and then kind of go from there. But while I was doing that, the battery kind of went kind of dead, you know what I mean, as I was actually playing with my settings and such. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside, call this a night, possibly bring the Evo 10 in, I'm thinking about it, and just kind of, you know, leaving it off there, ordering that new fan. And what else do I need to order? I needed to order something else. There's 2 things. Oh, that belt. I need to order a belt. Well, I need to go to the store for a belt. I don't need to order it. But that fan is definitely on the radar. So those 2 things, get those done, and then I can get back to the GTR here. So yeah, this is why I'm going to leave this video off. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It is a little bit disappointing, like I said before, not getting the car started for you guys. But I'm no expert when it comes to tuning and ECU stuff. It is not my forte, never been my forte, but I'm gonna try to do it for you guys, and whatever I learn, I will let you guys know exactly what I have learned. So until then, I will see you guys on the next one. All right, deuces.